Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want this to be as straightforward as possible. Your cash is either flowing or it's stuck, and you need to be able to focus on um, income producing activities that bring in like a lot of cash flow. See, if you're currently working a job, um, there's nothing wrong with that because you need to make some money and you need money to be able to invest in your projects. Because right now you're a cog in a machine. But what you want is to create your own system. Everything works through systems. Your body is a bunch of systems. You have the lungs for respiration, you have the skeletal, you have your eyes to see, you have your nose to breathe, you have your mouth to eat, to speak, you have your legs to walk, and everything is connected, and you have a motor. It's the same thing for a car. But if in your financial life you only have like one item, which is yourself to produce income, then you're not going to make it very far and it's going to be very difficult. Obviously, you can acquire skills, which is going to make you much better at whatever you do, but there is still a limit to what you can do. You need to create your own system. Let me give you an example, right, of what I'm saying right now. Let's say that you're working a field. You're working a field and you're working with your hands. It's going to be hard. It's going to take you the whole day to get to the work. Sometimes not even, right? But the moment you start using a tool, it becomes much more practical. It's faster. If you start using a machine, it's quicker. And depending on the machine, you won't even have to be here. It would work for you and it'll get the job done. So you don't necessarily have to do the hard job. At some point, you're gonna have to sit down, do some deep work, and get that job done. But it does once it's automized, and that's what you need to do. You need to automize your income, right? Um, so many people, me included, at some point in life, our goal was to make money, right? But that's the problem, right? You will only make as much money as of the value that you're offering people. People don't just want to give you their money. You need to be able to help them. You need to be able to give them value. You need to be able to save them time. You need to be able to save them on a trial and error. And time is the most precious resource that we have. There's so many ventures and industries that you can invest in, and there is demand. There is demand for you. But to be able to do that, you need to be able to take some of those crops, right, that you've taken from your garden, your field, sell them, right, and invest in a tool, right? So you might not be in that situation, but you need to take the chance. Unless you just want to stay and be a wheel of the system, right? Instead to run it or to have your system run for you, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us, وَمَا خَلَقَنَا الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. So we were created to serve, and there's different ways to serve. There's serving creation, there's making life easier for them, and there's many different forms of ibadah. So if you focus on helping people, serving, right, making their life easier, and you hope to get a reward from God from it, you will make money if your intentions are in the right place, right? If you truly want to help them, you will be able to make money. The problem is that we were stuck with this mindset that, oh, the salary, oh, university, but we live in a different age now. We lived in an age where we didn't even have phones 100 years ago, smartphones, or even TVs, if I'm not wrong. Now we have AIs, right? We have so many things that we didn't have back then, and you can absolutely learn anything. Anything. If making money and producing money was just about working just hard all the time, the construction workers and the people working outside all day long in the sun will be the richest people in the world. But that's not how it works, right? They're doing an important job. but what you're capable of doing through communication is much bigger and it's much more powerful, right? That's why you need to invest in obtaining skills. That's why you need to invest in cash flow, producing activities, or leave your cash to be stuck and be your only source of income, you yourself. And that would mean that you're potentially never gonna break through the limit of acquiring the wealth that you dream of acquiring. Bismillah. So that was my message. So to finish with this, your cash is either stuck or it's flowing, and you need to decide which one are you going to be. You need to look into the industries that are profitable. You need to invest in them. And if you don't, well, it either costs you now or it will cost you down the lane in your life. So that was my message for you.